friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria, but if this happens to be your first time visiting, welcome to Siempre Infinito DIY. Alright, so I wanted to do something for Father's Day, and I had this gift box in my stash for some time now. I think this would be a perfect for what I am planning to do. So now I'm going to just condition my clay, make sure that I don't hear any bubbles popping or that my clay is sticky. If it is, just continue conditioning it until you are satisfied and that is that the clay is not sticky, nor do you hear any popping. All right, so then I went ahead and grabbed my big roller, because since I am rolling a big piece of clay, to me I found it a lot more easier to roll out with. And next thing I want to do is just measure it to see how much I'm going to need to cover. Also, I realized later that my clay was a little bit too thick, so I just had to roll it out again and then just cut my piece. You will notice that perhaps in a minute. So now that the whole gift box is covered, I'm actually planning to make a glass, and it's going to be a beer glass. I don't know if I can say that or not. So here, I'm doing is just like these prints that is on the glass. I'm just gonna do that all the way around. Now I'm also going to stop doing this because I did not know how I wanted, since I'm going to be adding white strips on the top and on the bottom all the way around my glass. I wasn't sure if that piece, the strings that I was adding to my cup, was going to be in the way, so I just went ahead and stopped, and for now. And I'm just using my ruler as a cutting object or tool. And I did find it easier to use this metal ruler, because since it's a large piece, and when I use my knife or my clay knife, it takes much longer, and this way I did find it a lot easier. The only thing is that when I use it, I have to make sure that I smooth out the clay and it does not give me a sharp, clean cut, I guess you can say. But it works either way. So anyway, so that's just something in case you wanted to use it. Just don't be surprised if you do happen to use that as a cutting tool, that it's not going to give you a clean cut. But being that it's foam, that is okay, because I just went in and smoothed it out. So now I am making the handle to my glass, and again I just rolled it out, and you can use glue to secure it. I chose not to, because since my clay was still soft, I thought that that would hold on its own. So once I finish with the handle, then I'm going to go back in. I'm going to add the strips to the glass all the way around. I meant to say the mug. And then I'm going to go in and add the frothy foam. And here it is. So what I did pretty much is just grab a bunch of clay and made like little teardrops or raindrops. And it looked like it's just, splattered everywhere. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little dad, and I'm going to put him in the center of the beer glass, because my inspiration came from Pinterest, and I thought it was cute, and I wanted to try it myself to see how it would look in clay, because when I saw it, it was someone actually did it, like real food, real cake and all of that, and I want to see how it would look if I would have made it with clay. So again, I'm using the type of clay that I use is called Skin, and it is from Bose. And the hair, that part, I just went ahead and cut a circle and then cut it in half, and I just laid it on top of what's going to be his head, and I just slowly start pressing it down, and then whatever I thought would be not needing, I just went ahead and cut that off. And this was really easy. I tried not to hold my piece too hard, when I was handling his head, because I didn't want to put no dents in there. And then here, what I'm doing with my knife is just I'm making lines, because that's going to be like his hair, marks in his hair and what have you. And then I went ahead and added little small ears. For that, you will be needing a tool. If you do not have tools, you can use a toothpick, anything small enough that you can make a hole in his and it's for his eyes, and then the mouth. I also showed you guys in a previous video, one of my previous videos, where if you didn't have that tool to make his mouth, you could just cut a tip of the straw in half, and then that should give him that curve where you can have him smiling or what have you. So now I'm going to be working the top of his body. I started noticing that I was making it too small. So what I did, I again, just started rolling it back and forth, and until I felt that it would be wide enough for his top part. Now this is going to be the shoulders. So once I rolled it out again, and then I wanted him to have a neck, obviously, because it wasn't gonna look right without a neck. So I went ahead and before adding the neck, I added what I thought would be part of it, which is like the collar of the shirt. So I just grabbed another piece of clay, same color, and roll that out, flatten it a little bit, place it on top. Then I went in with his what was going to be the part of the neck, and then on top of that I placed his head. I want to go off subject to welcome all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing to my channel. Also, I want to give thanks to everyone who has been following me. Thank you guys so much for showing me all of your support. I really appreciate every single one of you. So now, with all of that being said, let's get back to the video. So now it's time to put them together. So I went ahead, first laid what was going to be his arms, and then I went ahead and laid on top of that what was going to be his collar, and then add his neck, and then of course added his head. So I used a tool to blend the shirts in together, and then his neck as well to his head, because then you would have been able to see a gap once it would dry up. So you want to make sure that all of that blend in. It became, instead of pieces, it will all become one. Now I chose not to use glue to do this because the clay is still soft, and I figured it would held on its own, which it has so far. It has not come apart. I have done many where I choose not to use glue, and as long as you blend them in together, when the clays are still I would say soft, moist, or I guess soft or sticky, you won't have to worry about using any glue or what have you. I mean, you still can, but that's totally up to you. So now I am making his arms, and I again grabbed the same color of what is his face and his neck, and that is the color skin, and I just rolled out two strips what would be the arms, and made sure that they were the same size, arm/hands. And with a pair of scissors, I just went ahead and marked what was going to be mimicking his fingers. Make sure that not to cut all the way through, and then just went in again with my two, and just went ahead and with the edges tried to smooth them in where they could look like little fingers. And this is how easy this was to make. So here's his arm/hand, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how it looks all put together. So now I thought that this would look cute to have a little mug in his hand. This I did glue down because by then my clay was already dry, and I did not want it to fall off. So here he is. He's so cute. I think I like it. I really love how this all came out. And so this is how he looks in a closer look for you guys. I also added a little mustache in there, make him look official, like he's a dad. So anyways, as you can see, my friends, this is also the end of the video. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, comment, and share. It would really help my channel grow. And until the next time, my friends, stay safe, be kind. Bye.